Hey, what's up folks? In this video I will show you what I consider to be the ultimate setup for Football Live 26 and how to install it on your computer step by step. This setup will take us around 250 GB on our hard drive, with 88 GB out of that being just stadiums. I mainly installed the top 5 big European leagues stadiums. So, if you want to go full hammer on stadiums, the game will probably take approximately 350 to maybe even 400 GB. But if you only want to install like 1 or 2 country-based stadium packs, then the whole setup should take you, around 190 GB or so. And in case you don't have that amount of space and you want lighter setup on your computer, then I recommend checking my other video with Immersive setup that is definitely lighter on the hard drive space, but also has less of the stuff in it, obviously. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. First thing you gotta do is install Football Live 26 base game and its 1.2 update. Head to the Megapatch website, there download all the parts and 1.2 update using Mediafire links. If you want to see in details how to download these files efficiently, check out my Football Live 26 installation guide, which covers JDownloader 2 as well. Alright, once downloaded, unpack the game files and install Football Live 26 using setup file. Make sure to run it as administrator. Once the installation of the base game is done, install 1.2 update as well. Got it? Great. Next we will install Facepack for Football Live 26 and also the update that was released for it. What you want to do is download all the parts from the Megapatch website, then get the update as well. Once downloaded, unpack WinRAR archives and then move your Facepack data to Football Live 26 and there download folder. When asked about the duplicates, replace existing files. Do the same with the update, which will replace one of the files. Once we are done with this, we are going to install Essential Modpack, which is quite a big compilation of mods for Football Live 26. If you played Football Live before, it's kinda like a mini Megapatch, so to speak. It's an awesome pack, because thanks to it, we don't have to install each mod one by one separately, which takes a lot of time. But keep in mind that this one is heavy because it takes around 45 GB when it's packed. So to get it, head to EvoWeb post in the video description, then check the download link for the Essential Pack. You will see quite a lot of files in there, but don't worry, we don't have to install all of the stuff available there, we just need 1.2 pack for Football Live 26 and also the update fix for it. Once downloaded, unpack the WinRAR archive, then copy its content to your Football Live 26 folder, replacing all the existing files. Then move the update to the main game folder as well. Done? Awesome. Now we will download and install Stadium Pack from Kelechi. He has curated a really cool Stadium Pack here that is great for both European and non-European competitions. I think that this pack has some of the best edited stadiums available for the game. It's huge pack though. But the good news is that you don't have to install every single stadium or country pack. Personally, I installed only the 5 big European stadium packs, as those are the competitions that I keep playing in the game the most. So, download the country pack that you are interested in. Then unpack them and copy their folders into your main game folder, Cider Add-ons, there go to Content, and you should see Stadiums folder there. Keep in mind that you should keep the top level folder structure. So for instance, for England, copy England folder into Stadiums and not specific stadiums only, so to speak. So it's important that your folder looks more or less like mine when it comes to those downloaded extra stadiums, and this is important for mapping purposes, because if you mess this up, you will have problems with stadiums in the game. Alright, so once you copied the country stadiums that you want to use, now is the important part, because you have to make sure to reflect their mapping in your files. So say you copied England, right? open map teams text file that can be downloaded in the pack from the Go file link. There find the part of mapping related to England and copy it to your map teams text file which you have in your stadiums folder in your game. Do the same for map competitions and you should be good to go. Alright, next let's tackle gameplay modes. Some people like the default Football Live 26 gameplay mode, but personally I found it to be extremely flawed and quickly got bored of it. I started recently using Gameplay Loader, which makes it possible to have multiple gameplay mods installed at the same time and switching between them very conveniently even without leaving the game, so it's really damn cool. It makes the life of people like me who like to experiment so much easier, so I highly recommend you install it as well. So what you need to do here is download Gameplay Loader files from the video description. I have included their All-Star Mix version 1.1 and also Holland's 30th anniversary gameplay mods to get you started. Copy the Gameplay Loader files into your Cider add-ons folder of Football Live 26. You can either add these lines to Cider config file by yourself or later just download my Cider config file if you want to exactly replicate this setup. The choice is yours. For using Gameplay Loader, do the following. In the game, press space. Then navigate with one key to Gameplay Loader window. Here you want to make sure that the gameplay mod of your desire is loaded before the match. And that's it. You can also set your favorite gameplay mod and that one will be basically chosen by the loader by default. Moving on, we've got Soccer Revolution 10 enhancements. Download the files from the video description. From the gameplay part, we will have to take one file and that is DT13. Copy it and paste into your Football Live 26 data folder like you can see on the screen. Then in graphical improvements, copy these files as you can see highlighted on the screen right now. This graphical patch actually adds really nice stuff, such as better lighting, crowd mode, enhanced tight kits, penalty and foul cameras. It's just really awesome. Soccer Revolution 10 also includes menu mode, which is pretty damn cool, but I will be using my own menu mode, so I am skipping this part of the setup. Alright, another cool mod that we will use here is Immersive Player Indicator. It basically changes those huge ugly triangle indicators above players into something way more immersive and less abstractive. So download the mod from video description, unpack contents and then paste those two folders into Live CPK folder. Then make sure that two CPK root lines are in your Cider config file. So again, either add them yourself or just use my Cider config file. Alright, next up we are going to add enhanced textures for default faces so that any generic face players don't look so ugly in the game. Download the texture mod files, then unpack them. Next, paste its content to Live CPK folder. And then make sure necessary line is in the Cider config file. Got it? Awesome. Then we are adding Clashman tactics, which make every team play more uniquely and in a fluid way. Installation is actually super simple. There are two ways to install this mod. The first one is actually super simple. Download the edit file from video description and then place the file in your Documents, Konami, eFootball PES 2021 Season Update folder, then go to 2026 folder and here into your Save folder. Here you should have already edit file, save it as a backup and then overwrite it with the Clashman Tactics enabled roster file. Oh, and you also want to paste this roster file into your dynamic visuals folder, as you can see on the screen, so that the unique body builds of players are visible in the game and you will also start seeing the leg tattoos on players like Dybala for instance. There are two additional mods that we need to install for this whole setup of Clashman Tactics and gameplay mode to work properly in Football Live 26. So, First one is Speed Server 2, which allows you to make more fine-tuned changes to the game speed. And the second is Stamina Mod, which will help us have proper stamina management in the game despite playing with fluid formations from Clashman tactics, which normally drain your stamina like crazy. So download both mods from my Mediafire link, then unpack them and copy all your files inside those folders into your modules folder inside Cider add-ons. As always, make sure to have appropriate lines in your Cider config file. Alright, next, to add even more immersion during the match, we are adding also Turf Loader, which allows us to choose from a multitude of turf mods. Simply download the Turf Loader files from the link, then paste its content to your Cider add-ons folder, just like you can see on the screen. And then make sure its two lines are inside your Cider config file and that they are in the right position, below weather conditions and above stadium server. Now if you install it properly, in the game you can select turf options in the Cider menu. And if you don't like the options that are here, you can also search internet for more turf mods. Oh, and there you can also set lighting mods, it seems, but I am not sure how well that works as I haven't messed around with that, because I'm very satisfied with the Soccer Revolution lighting mod that we installed already. Another very important addition to our setup is Reshade. As always, I recommend using my Reshade preset. I won't go through the full installation of Reshade preset on this game yet again, as we've done that in my first Football Live 26 setup guide. So if you're not familiar with installing Reshade, check out that video. After you've installed Reshade successfully, launch the game, and here I recommend to set the visual settings as you can see on the screen right now. Lastly, let me show you the video settings that I recommend using in your Nvidia control panel. I have a whole video on that topic which you can check on my channel, but here are quick options that you can set to make your graphics look better in the game if you have Nvidia graphics card. For AMD GPU users, check if you have similar options in your application of AMD and if you can configure it this way. I never had AMD GPU, so unfortunately I cannot help you on that one. And there you have it guys, this is the ultimate setup for Football Live 26 that I think will get you going throughout the year. I hope this guide was detailed enough to make your process smooth. And like I mentioned before, if you don't want to be adding into the Cider config file manually all the necessary lines, then you can just download my file and use it in your Cider add-on folder. Or if you have some mods that you added yourself and you don't want to lose them, then you can use my Cider config file as basically a base from which you can copy and paste lines. The choice is yours. And as we are ramping up this video, I'd like to thank you all for joining my memberships options on my channel. The financial support from members is seriously helping me out here to create the best content I can without worrying too much about ads revenue. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you found value in this video. Anyway, that's all from me in this one. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.